All right, I want to talk about journaling. For this challenge, you are focused on at least 5 minutes of journaling. And if that means that you turn a timer on your phone for 5 minutes and you just write a stream of consciousness, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. Journaling is so hard. I hate writing. I don't know what to say. What if someone reads this? Oh, actually, yesterday was a pretty good day, blah, 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 right? You may do that. This is building the habit of journaling. Journaling is that opportunity to connect to yourself. If you hate writing, that's okay. You can make lists, you can doodle, you can draw, you can just spend the time putting the pen on the paper and just letting it go. Couple things that I see with clients all the time about journaling that get in the way are one, you're so judgy of yourself. You have to stop judging yourself. No one cares what you're writing in your journal. And if you are afraid that someone's going to read it, because I do have a couple clients who have had experiences in their life where their kids have gotten a hold of it, or their partners, or their mom, or whatever, where they have these kind of like traumatic experiences where someone read their journal. And our journals and our diaries are like so private. I mean, I, as almost 40-year-old woman, had my kids at my mom's house, and they found my fourth grade diary under my bed in like a box of stuff that my mom had. And they started reading it, and they started talking about what I wrote. Like, I have a crush on so-and-so when I was in fourth grade. And I like could feel myself getting embarrassed, which is hilarious because that was what, 25, 35 years ago. So I understand if that is a real fear for you, and do not worry. Journaling is not something you have to keep. You do not have to hold on to your journal. The idea is that you're bringing your mind and body connected, and then you're letting go of the thoughts so they're coming out of your head and they're able to create space. This is also training your system to release. When it comes to weight loss, we want to train our body to release thoughts, release weight, release negative energy, release anything that it's holding on to. And so journaling is a huge piece of that. So for the challenge, you are committing to 5 minutes a day. 5 minutes a day. Like I said briefly in the other video, you are going to do gratitude. So start off, what are you grateful for? What are you so thankful for? What are you happy to have in your life? Second thing, what do you want to clear? What do you need to let go of today? Remind yourself you can always pick it back up tomorrow. If you're having a feeling that like, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about this, this, and this, then challenge yourself like, okay, I'm going to let this go today. I can worry about this again tomorrow. I can worry about this again tomorrow till you start to use that piece to move you forward. Okay? The third thing you're going to do is you're going to write about the energy that you and the feeling that you want to create and you want to generate for yourself that day. So this might be the feeling of productivity. You want to get a ton of stuff done. You're filled, you're busy, you have tons of stuff. You want to feel super productive today. Or you might want to feel super focused. Or you might want to feel super present and be able to just like be in the moment. Or you might want to feel really connected. Your kids come home and you're like always distracted, so you want to feel really connected. You might want to feel really in control. You might want to feel really calm. You might want to feel really positive or really loving or just really relaxed. All of this is available to you all of the time. What you need to do is get intentional about how you want to feel that day. And then as we get further into this or we work together more, we lay this out differently to be like, as a mom, this is how I want to feel in my body. This is how I want to feel. So if you want to take this and run with it, absolutely, you can break it down further. The first piece is just connecting and committing to showing up for yourself, pen to paper. And a couple other things I want to give you for tips. One is that you don't need to keep your journal. So I have a couple clients that do two journals. One is like the beautiful, clean journal. It's like, I'm so grateful for this. I'm so happy about this. I like love this. This is how I want to feel. And then the other one is like the more raw, more real, more negative feelings that they want to let go of that maybe are uncomfortable, even to write down on paper. So you can either have that in a messy journal or you can just write it on a napkin or a paper plate or rip out a sheet of paper, write it all down, get it out of your head and throw it away. This can all be done in 5 minutes because you can do list sentences. You don't have to write sentences. You don't have to spell correctly. You can have a big sloppy mess. The idea is that you just get it out of your system. And this is absolutely critical to weight loss. I have found in working with over 150 women that whenever their weight loss journey is going well, their journal habit is super on par. So this is that important. If you are wondering why you can't lose weight and you're not journaling and you're not just like connecting to your brain even for 5 minutes, then this is going to be an amazing opportunity for you to jumpstart that in a way that feels good. So notice what things come up for you. Notice if you're like, I tried to, but, and then get really clear on when you're going to do this. What time of day are you going to do this? When are you going to sit down and when are you going to journal? When are you going to really make this a priority? So you can start ideally in the early morning to do it because that's going to set the tone for the whole day. I have quite a few women who journal at lunchtime. That's like maybe the morning you're working out, maybe the morning you're doing kid stuff, getting ready to go. And then at lunch, you have like a second, whether you're at your office, at your desk, or at home. And it's almost like this quick opportunity for you to like eat your lunch and like get clear with your journal. Oftentimes people who try it at night don't have the same positive effect because we're just tired. Usually there's kids around, there's husbands and partners and everyone else around, and it just doesn't get done. Plus, then it becomes more of a diary of the day instead of a plan for the day. What we want to do is use the journal to plan your mind for the day. So you're basically like taking your mind and curating it where you want it to go. You're like, hey, today we're going to let go of this, let go of this, let go of this. We're going to focus on this, and that's going to help us take action. That is what the morning journaling is really going to do. It's like a meeting with yourself. You're going to sit down, you're going to meet with yourself. You're going to say, I'm not worried about this today. I'm letting this go today. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful about this. And like, here's what I'm going to do today. Mentally, emotionally, energetically, and also bust out that to-do list. That's my favorite time to do the to-do list because my head is so clear and there aren't just all these things in the way. So this is critical to weight loss. I used to think like, oh, this is a nice habit. Now I'm like, this is so important because if you don't organize your brain in a way that is aligned to what you want to happen, then basically it's just like your brain's like do. And meanwhile, you're like, I want to do this thing. And your brain's like, I'm all over the place. So journaling helps you bring your brain onto the plan and then move it forward. Any questions, reach out, post in the community what questions you have, what support you need. If you need more prompts and these are getting stale, I have tons of things that we can dive into. All right, yay!